Turns out the Planet Smasher was just a little guy, furry and about the size of a football. Okay. Alright, baby. Are you ready? Day 122 of Suboxone PAWS. Here we go. I'm sorry if some of you don't like that. It's just like a thing now. I drink these all the time. And this is lemon. I don't know what lemon is in French, but I do know that pamplemousse is grapefruit in French. So there you go. I do know that. Okay, here we go. All right. Can I just say this real quick too? Like, you can just tell that the air is changing, and I love it. It's like fall is coming. It's so great. I've been noticing it on my runs the last few, days or whatever, like the last 5 days, that like you can just tell that there's something in the air. Oh, it's got a little chill, a little bite to it. It's not just like brutally hot. So that's awesome. I freaking love the fall. Oh, I love it. Okay, anyway, that's so random. Okay, slept pretty good last night. I did. Did some reading last night in my Bible. Again, though, dude, I didn't give enough time for the Lord. I must admit, I just got so wrapped up in football, and I was listening to the 49ers, press conferences, and of course I had to watch the highlights again, and, but I wasn't finding satisfaction out of it, though, too. Or you kind of get what I'm saying? Like, I normally do. I mean, it's great. I love football. I do. I absolutely love football. I got fantasy teams and all that crap and whatever, but I was like, dude, I need to give my time to the Lord, more time to the Lord, that and I did, but I was realizing it wasn't enough. I was pushing God to the very end or something. I read, and I was just really tired. I didn't give him my first fruits. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like, I was just so I need to get better at that. Like, dude, I don't want to be lukewarm. We do not want to be lukewarm, dude. Don't let just little things in life come and snag you, and the thorns and the briar bushes and stuff come up and choke you out so you don't bear fruit. Seriously, it's serious, and it's easy to get caught up on things in life. There's a lot of people that when things are going good, they don't even think about God, they don't even care about God, and then all of a sudden something tragic happens and they pray. In fact, dude, I knew a lady, listen to this, then they're all about God. But then when things get better again, that's not how this should be. But I knew a lady, she was a big-time atheist, okay? But then it was so weird, though, because then she'd always go to, like, psychics and stuff and mediums and, and listen to their mumbo-jumbo bullcrap, And I just thought, like, wait, it's not, you don't think it's logical to believe in God, but then, like, you're really, superstitious and just like, I don't know. It just didn't make sense to me. Well, anyway, something tragic happened to her life, and she actually said, I'll never forget this, she said that she was actually praying to God. And what's interesting is she said, like, she just, like, knew, like, it was Jesus. But then things have gotten better, dude, and now she's back. It's a trip, dude. So she never really came to Jesus or something. Things got hard for her, and she needed Team Jesus to the rescue. No, but you know what I mean? Like, I there's a lot of people like that, so let's not be like that, I don't want to be like that. For sure, it's like, oh yeah, I'm going through week 2 of detox. I really need God. I'm in month 1, month 2, and I'm working, and it's hard, and even as this whole thing lets up, it's like, no, dude, we need to abide in Christ. I know that for my life, absolutely, for sure, okay? I mean, everyone, you all have your own life, you all have your own decisions, but I'm just saying, man, for me to stay clean, but it's not just about staying clean, it's about being a good husband, and a good father, and, being a good friend and a good son, and, and being a faithful servant to God, because if this is real, then I believe it to be real. I believe it, it's like, we gotta go after this 100%, seriously. So anyway, I don't know, but seriously, I'm sorry, I kind of went off there, but just, we don't want to be lukewarm, because in the book of Revelation, it's going to get long, whatever, God dang it, oh crap, I said God, gosh dang it, but seriously, sorry, in the book of Revelation about being lukewarm, it says, and it's God saying this to a church, and I forget what church, if it's Philadelphia or what, but anyway, and no, it's not like Philadelphia, anyway, okay, but he says, you're not hot, you're not cold, so I spit you out. In fact, a better translation would be, I regurgitate you. So he's puking, puking them out. It's very graphic. So just think of that for a second. If you're lukewarm, like, but we don't want to be lukewarm. Okay, here we go. Back to the recovery grind today. Eating right, exercise. I ran 3 miles. I was able to run 3 miles just a little bit ago. But anyway, there's kind of a sick bug going through my house right now too. It hasn't hit me, but that's good. But anyway, I don't know. That was so random. Yeah, there's a sick bug going through my house. But no, seriously. But yeah, back to the recovery grind, baby. Yeah, I didn't exercise yesterday. I didn't eat healthy, but right back on it today. Okay. Because, you got to really, when you're recovering, man, you got to take this crap on every day. I mean, you can't let it exhaust you. Every day's a new day. You have to have that mindset of like every day's a battle and you want to win that day. You want to have that victory. I know I've said this before in earlier videos. You want to have a victory every single day. Okay. And sometimes all that is being clean, but try to have small goals if you can. I have found that really being helpful with me is like just being able, exercise. Before it was walks. I would walk. It wasn't like I was just running all the time. I mean, I've built this up, and now I could run 6 miles. I could have ran more. I just didn't have time today even. But you know what I mean? Like, you just got to find those small goals, have those small victories every single day. Okay. So, just get on that recovery grind. It's an everyday thing. It's for the rest of our life. We got to take this with us wherever we go. Okay. Talked to someone, they got back to me, day 38. He was on a vacation with his family, Labor Day weekend. And, seriously, or wait, was it? Oh no, that's not, okay. Yeah. Not this weekend. Okay. Anyway, but he did do that. But anyway, it seemed like it to me because I had Saturday. I always work Saturday and sometimes Sunday and whatever, and I had this whole weekend off. So anyway, okay, sorry. But he's on day 38. He did. That's right. He did go on a vacation with his family on Labor Day weekend and stuff. And he said he's been kind of feeling like crap lately. I don't know if I think he's getting sick, which that's going to happen, dude. That is going to happen, especially like after that month and into the second month or in between there, your immune system has gone to crap. That's why you make a dose on vitamin C, exercise. You don't want to overdo it. I think he was overdoing it. That's what he's telling me, and I believe it. But exercise helps your immune system. Okay, obviously vitamin C. You want to mega dose vitamin C, big time. I even heard a doctor say, this was years ago, say that vitamin C in high doses is a natural muscle relaxant. I don't know, I don't know. I haven't dove in deep with that, but there's a lot of benefits to vitamin C. But anyway, but prepare to get sick. A lot of people get like an upper respiratory infection, or just, I got sick. I know I got sick. I don't remember what days, on the videos, but I know I got freaking sick, dude, and it just sucks, and you're sick and you're going through this stuff. So anyway, but day 38, he's doing good though. He's doing good. He's spending time with the family. And there's something, it's funny, I already had something written down, and then he just got back to me. But another guy, dude, he's on day 58 today, and he's not doing so hot, man. The anxiety and the depression are really getting him. He's in a very tough situation, but he just keeps freaking going, dude. 2 days, it'll be 2 months for him, and he's doing a heck of a job. I'm so proud of him. So freaking proud of this guy. I guarantee you, whatever we're doing is rough. I guarantee you, he's in a rougher spot. And I don't mean that to like bag on who, because no matter what, this is rough. That's the thing. No matter what, this is rough, but he's in a tough spot, but he's doing it. But something I was going to say, and I talked to someone who jumped off of 4 freaking milligrams, and, they jumped, jumped from 4 milligrams, and they're on day freaking 40. Okay. And they're doing it, man. They're still going, jumping from 4 milligrams. And talked to another lady today. And in fact, I think that was a lady that did the 4 milligram jump on day 40. and then talked to another lady that's on a taper, and she's about at a 0.5 milligram right now, which is freaking awesome, dude. So just staying dedicated to that, for sure, So anyway, just wanted to share that. Okay, anyway, but something I wrote down last night is, we got to find, even when you're going through this, if you have a kid and a wife or whatever, or whatever combination, whatever, we got to find time for our family. Kids, wife, husband, whatever. When you go through this detox, you take your family with you. And I know I've said that before in the way early videos, I know, somewhere in there, but you really do. You take your whole freaking family with you on this. And it's not their fault. It's not their fault that we were addicted to stuff. I mean, really. And, my wife is understanding, she especially was, in those first couple weeks, she knew I was going to be just down, and, but before I detox, I play with my kid every single night, my daughter. Okay, I play with her, pretend play. We do Barbies, and she's got all these Disney princesses and Beauty and the Beast, and Anna and Elsa from Frozen, and and Barbies and whatever, and babies. All that pretend play, and it can be exhausting, dude. It can be exhausting even when you're not, detoxing and stuff. It's my only kid, so she doesn't really have anyone to play with, So I'm dedicated to that, playing with her every night, dude. And because I know she's gonna remember that stuff, dude. And she freaking behaves better I've noticed that, dude, with kids, when you give them attention, they actually listen better and behave better. I've noticed that with her. Like, when I'm not giving her enough time and attention, she starts to lash out and stuff. But then when we play and we do pretend play for like an hour or whatever, she just listens better, because it's like we're buds. Or you kind of, what I'm saying, it's kind of weird. It's a trip, but it makes sense though too. It really does make sense. But anyway, I guess what I'm saying is, because even we just got to find time for our family. And me and my wife are going to get away in a couple weeks. We have not gotten away, just me and her, since we've had our kid. And we're going to do that. But just for a night, we're going to go to the beach. But anyway, but find time for your family and your kids, seriously, and I'm at the stage now where I'm playing with my daughter every night, dude. And it's good. We did it last night. I freaking, we had such a busy weekend, and then I was watching football, and she was getting frustrated because she doesn't understand that football games now, with all the replay crap, they're like 3.5 to 4 hours, and it's a long, I get it. But, even when I was detoxing, like in the first couple weeks, there was a couple nights where she was just like pretending she was my doctor, and she was my waitress, and she was cooking stuff in her kitchen, and like, just, and you just do what you can, because like I said, it's not their fault. Okay. And I know I talk to there's a lot of women that I talk to that are trying to do this, or they're thinking about doing it, but they freaking are with the kid all day. That's rough. It is rough, but I'm just telling you, you can do it. I know it might seem impossible, but it's not gonna feel like the first week or 2 or even 3 weeks forever, and I've been so blessed that my wife has been amazing through this, better than I deserve, no question, but I took 2 weeks off. But, I do have a wife and a kid, and I freaking do work full time, and I got responsibilities and stuff. So, like, I'm just trying to give you hope. Like, it's not like, oh, look at me. No, this is God. This is all God. Okay. But I just want to give you hope. Like, dude, it can be done. It can freaking be done, dude. I know so many people that work and have families and are doing stuff that are off Suboxone, and they're going through crap. They're on day 38. They're on freaking day 50. They're on day 48. They're on day 60, whatever. I mean, seriously. So just find that to be hopeful too. Okay, here we go. But something I wanted to talk about too is I wanted to talk about how we should not labor in vain. Let's not let this labor be in vain, what we're doing, because that would be sad if we were to relapse or whatever. I mean, let's not let this labor be in vain. We've come too freaking far, and it would just be tragic. Okay, so just listen to this though. I read this last night, I read Thessalonians last night, 1 Thessalonians, and but then I checked something else out in the book of Psalms. So check this out. and that's where God needs to be our foundation. He needs to be the cornerstone in our life. But here, check out this Psalm 127:1. Unless the Lord builds the house, the labor is in vain who built it. Unless the Lord guards the city, the watchman keeps awake in vain. Okay, it is, and this is verse 2. It is in vain you rise up early, to retire late, to eat the bread of painful labors. For he gives to his beloved even in his sleep. And dude, that's like great. Like that second verse of this, it's vain to rise up early and to retire late and eat the bread of. I mean, that's like like your whole freaking life. Like if the Lord, did not build this house, if He's not, your foundation, it's all in freaking vain, dude. Your whole life is in vain. Not just this freaking detox. I mean, seriously. So think about that. Like, don't let it be in vain, okay? I mean, how tragic would it be to freaking go, 7 months, like I've done twice, and then relapse? It's tragic, and I'm telling you right now, and the Bible backs this up, when you do that kind of crap, it makes it harder. It makes it harder on you. The Bible even says, like, when an evil spirit leaves you, and they're searching for, it's just and they're searching for a place to go, and then it comes back, it doesn't find anywhere to go, and it comes back and it finds the house swept clean. It says that it comes back in you and it brings 7 other spirits that are more evil, and it says that the last state of that man is harder than the first. It's just a great illustration, and that is so true. I thought pot was so hard to get off of, so I freaking get off pot. Well, then I got on morphine, and then I found out, holy crap, dude, I freaking got rid of that, but that left the house clean, and then bam, it was opium. Well, every time I relapsed, it was freaking harder. I mean, dude, guys, the second big time I relapsed, after going, and I had lots of times where I'd get off and relapse and stuff, but like the second time, I felt so discouraged. I thought I was just done, and I was stuck, and I was never going to get off Suboxone. Probably I'll never be able to do it. I was losing faith in God, all that. But it didn't take too long, and then I knew that I was going to get off in my heart, and then it didn't take too long after that I knew that God was going to absolutely do it, like without no doubt. I just needed to put in the work and time though too. But anyway, but seriously, so let's not labor in vain, dude. We gotta be alert, we gotta be awake, okay? We gotta be on our game, seriously, and so that we don't fall into temptation during this recovery. Okay, so let's read it in 1 Thessalonians 6 here, or 5 verse 6. So then let us not sleep as others do, but let us be alert and sober. Okay, so look at that. But since we are of the day, let us be sober, having put on the breastplate of faith and love, okay, and the helmet of salvation, of hope and salvation. Okay, So right there, and that's where in my life right now, like, at least I'm just saying with me, because I've done it all the ways, okay? That's why, like, pot is not like some cold-blooded killer, but it can be, actually. I mean, actually it can. But, like, there's things, I need to be sober, I need to be in the right mind, I need to be alert, I need to be awake, because, dude, if I leave that, and I've talked to other people that agree, dude, in fact, a good guy I've gotten real close to, me and him are just on the same exact page with this stuff. You freaking, you do something like that, you give that little bit, that little sliver, that little inch, and I'm telling you, man, it can freaking spiral out of control just like that, okay? Seriously, it can spiral just, when you're using chemicals and altering your mind, it can give you confidence that shouldn't really be there. It can give, it can do, or it can make you depressed though too. It can really make you sappy on yourself. I mean, seriously, it's like when people drink too early, and if they can have a few beers and they have a few beers way too early in this process, a lot of people, they just get depressed, they start crying, it just turns into this ugly mess. But anyway, so let us be alert and sober. It says we have to be alert and sober, okay? Because, dude, the devil it prowls around like a lion, seeking whom he may devour, the Bible says, okay? He knows our weaknesses very, very good. In fact, he seriously studies our weaknesses and studies our weaknesses and stuff. He knows them very good, and we need to know our weaknesses too. We need to know them. Okay, here we go. But so we don't fall into temptation. Let's be awake and alert. Okay, all right. But something I wanted to read. This is what I'm going to leave with today, right here. Okay, something else I read in 1 Thessalonians. I think this is 5:16 through 22. I think I'm going to read here. I just thought this was good. Paul's writing here, and obviously always, dude, Paul is never just like this free man in a great situation. No, he's like in prison. He's getting beat. He's not getting enough food. He's exposed to the elements, all that stuff. Okay, So anyway. So Paul writes this to the church in Thessalonica, okay? Rejoice always, pray without ceasing, in everything give thanks, for this is God's will for you, okay? That is God's will. He wants us to rejoice always. Those people that were from the Congo at my sister's church yesterday were so freaking grateful. My sister said, like, oh, we always have these snacks at church and no one eats them. Well, they were all gone. Those people were hungry. They have so much to be thankful for. They're giving freaking thanks in terrible situations, folks. We rejoice always, the Bible says, rejoice always. And Paul's writing this, and he writes this in other places too. Rejoice always, as he's just in terrible situation. Pray without ceasing, okay? Pray without, you're going to God, you're understanding, like, I need you, God. I'm praying, I have faith. I know that you are listening to me. In everything, give thanks, for that is God's will. God's will for us to give thanks. And I love this. Do not quench the spirit. Okay, that talking about like lukewarm. Do not extinguish the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, the Spirit that God made to dwell in us. Okay, seriously. But examine everything carefully. I love that. I love that right there. That's good stuff. There's other stuff where it says test everything. But examine everything carefully, hold fast to which is good, abstain from every form of evil. Okay, examine everything, put it to the test, everything. Okay, but seriously, that's God's will, is for us to rejoice always and give thanks. So let's do that. Let's give thanks. Let's be there for our family. And you know what though? Maybe the best thing that we can do for our family is just freaking another day clean. Rebuild those relationships. Maybe we've broken relationships with girlfriends, with wives, with kids. Maybe we don't have a relationship with our kid like we want to. Maybe you're older and you've messed up and whatever. We've all messed up. All that pain, you guys, all that pain and all that crap that we've done, God can restore that stuff, and we can, all we can do is change our lives. We can't change other people, but you know what, if we believe in God, and we change our lives and we let Him take over, you never know what God's going to do and restore. My parents, okay, this is going to get, but my parents, it was a nasty freaking divorce. They divorced when I was 4 years old, okay? And it sucked. It sucks. It's really hard for a kid, when your parents split up and then they each have a husband or a wife or a boyfriend that like is all of a sudden telling you what to do and trying to be a parent. You just are very confused. It's just, it's hard. And that's nothing. That's freaking nothing. Okay. That's just my little, you know what I mean? Like, but I guess the point is, my dad became a Christian. Okay. And my mom kind of found the Lord-ish, I don't know. But I know I love my mom, seriously. And we have Christmas now, and we all get together. We have Thanksgiving, we all get together. They get along fine. It's only by the grace of God that that's possible. Trust me, it was a freaking nasty freaking divorce, okay? Nasty, terrible. Okay, so just think of that like it took a long time though. It took many years. We've only been doing this for like 5 or 6 years maybe now, or maybe 5. I don't even know. But it's all good. There's no jealous. It's all done. It's all just whatever. So God bless everyone. Let God go to work. All right. God bless. V for victory. God bless and salute.